These are the top 10 tight ends inside of Madden. Let's get right into that number 10. So, and as you guys know, before I get into this list, I usually don't do tight ends as often. I do it like very rarely, actually, probably like once a month rather than 2 weeks for the other list. So this list is, like I said, tight ends don't really get updated like that. That's why you're seeing this not updated as much. But let's get finally into that number 10. At number 10, we do have George Kittle, and this card is a very, I was so hyped for a new George Kittle card, and I feel like they did him so wrong. And it's like I said, he's still a top 10 tight end in the game, but this is also a slimmer position. So a top 10 in this position isn't as valuable as like a top 10 in a wide receiver position, if that makes sense. So he is 93 speed, which will be one of the slower, or if not the slowest on this list. He has 85 strength, which is good, with 90 run blocking. Amazing for a tight end there, hitting that threshold. I think like anything 80 plus is really solid, but once you hit that 90 threshold, you're doing much better, and that can make your offense much more versatile depending on how you play. And all of his route running is good, all 90 plus, and all the spec catch is good. He's not overwhelmingly tall at 6'4". He can air truck as well. Air trucking is 246 pounds. It's not 245 pounds. You have to be 246 and above. I found this out with Kyle Pitts, actually, because Kyle Pitts is 245 and he cannot air truck. You have to be 246. I did not know that till this year. I actually thought that last year as well. But George Kittle, an absolute beast. Just wish he was a little bit faster. It just sucks, man. It sucks because this is the final card of the year. Number 9, we have Donald Parham. And before you look at the speed and write him off automatically, as you guys know, you can overcharge this card, meaning he gets 93 speed on him. If you don't not know what our overcharging is on this card, you'll buy him. Instead of putting him in the power up, you'll upgrade him like just normally where you put your abilities on, and there will be an overcharge for the Madden Machines card, and he'll get a +4 speed, making him 93 speed. He'll be 6'8". Obviously, he's going to keep his height. He's 6'8". He actually cannot air truck like you think he would. He's only 240 pounds at 6'8". He's kind of like a big receiver out there. He has a good spin move as well for a guy that big. You wouldn't think he would. Really good catching stats, all 90 plus right there. He basically is a guy that you're really just going to be going up and getting it. I know when you overcharge it though, it's going to give you plus speed, and I think it takes away at certain stat. Don't know which exact stat it is exactly, but I think nonetheless 93 speed and 6'8" automatically gets you on this top 10 list. Even if you do lose a couple of the other stats, this card's still going to be an absolute beast. Number 7, we have Mark Andrews, and I absolutely forgot about this card until I was like looking at him last night. But Mark Andrews is a tight end, 97 overall. I thought he was a 98, but he's another one of those guys not overwhelmingly speed or high speed right there at 93. We want 94 plus at least. We even have guys that are 95, 96, 97 right now, which is making it a little tough. But like I said, it's a very top heavy list. But Mark Andrews, the thing that's good about him, he is about as balanced as it gets. 6'5", he can air truck. He also, look at all of his catching stats. These are all 94 plus before the power up, which will have all 95s and 96s right there. All of his route running sitting that threshold too at short and medium. I know a lot of people like deep. I don't really run any deep routes. I don't know, because a corner route is consisted of a medium route. What deep route do people, I mean a vertical maybe, but you're not really breaking there, so I don't know if route running technically matters as much. I don't know, but I really look at the short and medium for tight ends at the most part. It maybe depends on your offense if you want to look at that deep route running. I think it's down here. He even hits the 90 deep route running as well. And you guys could see 92 run blocking, which is an absolute cherry on top to a card that's already well balanced. Like I said, basically he's literally Kittle, taller. He's a taller Kittle and a little bit of a better run block. They're very similar cards. It's just, you know, we wish their speed was a little higher. Number 7, we do have Darren Waller, and Darren Waller is always a very good tight end in Madden. It's crazy this card came out like 3-4 months ago. I don't know the exact date he came out. Maybe it was even like 2 months ago, but as you guys can see, he's an absolute beast of a card. He's still very good. Air trucking, 6'6", tallest guy we've shown yet on this list besides Parham, obviously. 94 speed, so we're getting up there in speed. We're finally hitting that 94 mark on this list. Very good catching. Like I said, this card came out a while ago, and you can see at a 96, he has all 95 plus catching when powered up. All his route running's above 92. I don't know if his deep is above a 90 as well, and his run blocking is above 80. It's actually crazy that this card is a 96. He literally stacks up well stat for stat next to the other guys. The only stat you're really missing there is that strength, which honestly, if you're running Darren Waller, you're probably not the biggest runner in the world anyways. Number 6, we do have Ozzie Newsome. I always call him Oswald. I wanted to say it so bad right there because he was on my Browns team there for a little bit. But this card is actually very, very underrated. The one thing that's really killing him, when you look at his stats, he's amazing everywhere, but he is 6'2". He's the shortest guy on this list, and he also cannot air truck. I really didn't notice the height as much as I noticed. Like, I know air trucking on current gen, if you're a current gen guy watching this, is absolutely OP. On next gen, it's not as OP, but it definitely does help on top of it. But looking at him though, despite the height, you guys could see 94 speed, which is solid, very good. He's gonna hit that 90 threshold with strength as well. I don't know how much that matters. I think it does for the run blocking. I don't know if it truly matters as much, but he's the only one so far that will have 90 strength. And then all of his catching is amazing. He'll even have a 99 sweat catch. His route running is insanely high compared to the other guys, and he has a 90 run blocking as well. With his deep is a 93 as well. I mean, Ozzie's good at everything. He's literally good at everything. If he wasn't 6'2", he'd be so much higher on this list. Number 5 spot, we do have Evan Engram, and this is a card that gets every team chem. Let me say that first before we dive into the card. So basically, this card could be much faster for you if you're on a theme team. I'm gonna look at him as he's not on a theme team. I think that's the only way fair. I know it's late in the year, not as much people are using theme teams as you think there probably are. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's still a lot of theme team runners. I don't know. But if you are running a theme team, this card's much more valuable to you. Obviously, value that. So if you're in a 50-50 theme team, I have him at number 5. He could be much higher for you. Just, you got to do, you know what I mean? You got to put your own personal team benefits into grading this card as well. But for me, like I said, I'm going to judge him as a normal card. 94 speed, very solid. Like I said, very right there in the meta. 95 catching, 91 catch of traffic, and a very good spec catch. So even comparing to like Ozzie, even though I think Ozzie is a better card when by themselves, I still give the edge to Evan because I know he goes into every team chem. It's weird. I truly do not know how to judge a card like this because I do think speed helps so much. You can get him up to 97 speed, which would be insane. But Evan Engram, very good of a card. Had him for a long time. Number 4, we do have Jonnu Smith, and he is not in game right now. I guess nobody has him up in the market. I am recording this fairly early, but still a 96. I don't know. And the promo is recent. Don't know why he's not up there, but looking at the card, it's crazy because this is a 96 overall. He can air truck. He's only 6'3", which you'll see right here. Not the tallest tight end in the game we'd like to see, but still very solid. He has top end speed, so he's faster than every guy we've shown yet on this list. He's 95 base speed. You can still power this card up as well. All of his catching's amazing, all 90 plus right there. The one negative about this card though is you'll notice is the 88 deep route running. He's not gonna hit that threshold for you, which really is tough. It really is tough. I wish they hit it. Like if you're running corner routes, that's why this card is a little bit lower. But I think also the next 4 cards are the next 3 cards are definitely like have a big ledge to the next 4 guys, if that makes sense. At Jonnu at 4, I feel like the next 3 are much higher than him. But looking at him though, he also has really good run blocking, 91 run blocking, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just an all-around good card. Number 3, we have Antonio Gates, and this is the king of being all balanced. This is like the best balanced tight end in the game, in my opinion. If you're going for a guy that could do it all, if you're a big runner and you like to pass the ball at times, I think Gates might be one of the best options for you. 6'4", 255 pounds, so he can air truck. Actually, the next 2 guys above him can't air truck. So if you're looking for air trucking, this is probably the best air trucking tight end in the game. He also has 95 speed, which is if you guys know if you've played any past Maddens, you know Antonio Gates is never given good speed ever. So this is nice to see a different change of pace, have a really good Gates card in the game. All of his catching is going to be 97 plus when powered up as well. 92 run blocking, all his route running at 97. I think he's a 93 down here as well. 94 deep route running, and he has Slot-O-Matic built in. So my Twitch chat was telling me that when this card first came out, my Twitch chat told me when in certain formations, even if you have him at tight end, it still activates. I'm not 100% sure on that. My Twitch chat could be lying to me, but I remember they were telling me in bunch it does work. I have not used this card personally yet, so I can't tell you firsthand, but at the end of the day, this card's still an absolute beast. And even if you can maybe even play him at wide receiver, if you're that big of a runner and you want to use Slot-O-Matic and you have that much better of a run blocker in the slot, you might have to do it to get that Slot-O-Matic working. Number 2, we do have Kyle Pitts, and this is another one. I don't know why he's not in the game right now. The Easter cards seem to not be popping up. I don't know if nobody's doing the sets or I don't know. But Kyle Pitts right here, 96 speed on him, so we're getting that leverage up or leveling up from all the guys that have been 95, 94-ish. He is 6'6", 245 pounds. Like I was telling you guys earlier, you need 246. He has 1 less pound than he needs. We need him to eat for next season. I don't even know if they changed the way. I feel like EA always keeps the same weight they've got from they first started. But looking at the catching, all amazing, 96, 95, and a 98. His deep route running is an 89, so you definitely want to power this card up, and also you'll get a gold 99 on the card. I mean, might as well. Why wouldn't you do it? He also has 84 run blocking too, which is a lot better than I thought he would have. I never really watched Kyle Pitts in real life, so I don't know if he's a good run blocker, obviously, but I don't know. That's very good. This is an all-around good card. I just think the next card just got way too blessed to not have it number 1. Number 1, we do have Vernon Davis. As much as I love Kyle Pitts in this game, Vernon is just so good. They baked him in with route tech. That's the first thing I want to go over because it's the biggest thing. That ability is 4 AP on a tight end. You are getting it for 1 AP, so that's a 3 AP discount. That is huge. I don't think people realize how big a 3 AP discount is. 6'3" as well. Not the best height. Obviously, we're losing 3 inches from Kyle Pitts. But at the end of the day, I really do think that route tech, and he also has +1 speed on Kyle Pitts, which is crazy. I thought Kyle Pitts, I remember they released him. The first thing they said when they released Kyle Pitts is, this is the new fastest tight end in the game. And then like literally, what was it, like 2 days later, we got Vernon Davis's card. But looking at him though, 98 catching, 96 catching traffic, and 98 spec. All of his route running too at 99 medium and 96 short. I think he has a 93 here. There it is, 93 deep. How does it get better? And he has 88 run blocking. Very, very well balanced card as well. It doesn't get much better than Vernon Davis. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love doing the top 10s, but I have not done a tight end one in a while, so I would love any feedback, anything. If I missed a card, like I said, I haven't looked at tight ends for a long time, ever since I've got Vernon or in like Kyle Pitts, so I've kind of been locked on tight ends for a while. So if you guys have any card that I'm sleeping on, any card that missed the top 10 that should be in it, make sure to let me know, and I'll have that fixed for the next one. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.